irresponsible without your money, I'm not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hand on the clock. Oh, you irresponsible without your money, I'm not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Come like a bat of the hell, I dare you to cross like a reverend. In my energy paralyzed, I'm like I'm finger 11. Take a second, I'm finna send it like a parent a message. You the best, if it ain't me, then you need you a confession. You a mess, you ain't scary to me. Heard you was a leader, but that ain't apparent to me. Put dust on you like cheetah, run up down, I'm there in the scene. I feel just like Vegeta Prince, and I'm an heir to the seat. I mean, for real. Touch the driver's sauce, so I don't even grab the wheel. That's on my chest, but it don't mean the man is stealing. Mean I'm walking with some money, man, I mean a couple mil. Ew, think you need a meal. You ain't even eating while I'm feasting in the field. That's why I'm always cheesing, cause I feel like Uncle Phil. And all those losers think the freshman ain't half the man as well. Oh, you irresponsible without your money, I'm not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hand on the clock. Oh, you irresponsible without your money, I'm not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Just like the hands on the clock, I go back to back when I'm doing numbers. All the mad that I'm driving the bus, so they threw me under. Heard they mad, they don't wanna bust, so they boo each other. Think that they're the winning team, go losing, then they choose another. And that's okay, cause I'm competing with me, not you. I live with blessings like I can't stop sneezing, not you. I hate to break about me and my self-talk too. I blow away the competition like a bowl of hot soup. And there's no catch. I go and get the bag and I'm not bringing it back. I'm like a down QB, I put the pain in the past. And if you ever had a problem, promise I didn't ask. So it's 444 in the car, my dash. I shake a big, told them all, you went first, you last. Little boy, that's facts. I'ma grow that cash to my money. You know what? Let me stop.
Get out my way, Lil. Get out my way, Lil. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top of it. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls, head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it. Take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it. So much ice on me, I wish I had 2 necks. I got homies that can sleep without 2. I got homies that can sleep without Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Gon' pop it for me cause I'm rich and poppin' in. Yeah, drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top of it. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls, head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. West LA, that where you find me though. Cha-cha macha with a rockin' black clothes. Whip around that Batmobile, ducking 5-0. If you step to me, then be prepared for smoke, little bro. Let me feel myself a little bit. Let me blow this down a little bit. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit.
She right got me.
Hit boy on the beat, so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. The enthusiasm for football here on the East Coast always in the air. These folks are ready as their guys get set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, Week 1. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback. coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Watch the slap. Watch the slap. Mike, check. 59. Let's go, baby.
They run with Adrian Peterson, the second active leading rusher in the NFL. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
At the 26.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
53, come on. 53, check 53.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins. That's caught by Trey Quinn. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
59 mark, check, 59.
On the ground with Bryce Love, the former Stanford Cardinal. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
They had three tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Antonio Gibson.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Here's Haskins out of the gun. Slings this deep from McLaurin. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used a slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Haskins not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for this. They'll try and throw for it with Haskins. And that is going to be incomplete. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Up from his safety spot to charge in and make the play, Landon Collins. Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. On play action, Wentz. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowl tight end, Zach Ertz, the intent. intended target. Third down here.
It's third down and 13.
Wentz going to throw. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. They'll get 8, but they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive because that's not enough. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on fourth down. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
Let's go, Pete. Don't be lost out. Watch safety Griffin. Watch safety Griffin. Safety's Griffin. Wide. Get wide. 36.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Wentz on the give to Sanders. Sanders shaking and baking. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
On first down, Wentz. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Second down at 4. To throw, it's Wentz. The Sanders has got it complete. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Third down, they'll run it to Sanders. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. Right back to Sanders on first down. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
15-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's brought down. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. They need about the length of the football here on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown.
Touchdown.
Miles Sanders taking it in. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. And each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Gibson decides against bringing it out.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Here's Peterson. 7 yards there and a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Check it back, check it back.
They run. Peterson. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll run it. Here's Peterson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and run with Ballage. And And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks.
At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
They'll run here with Balazs. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Second down and 3.
Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. It's his target. It's Adrian Peterson. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 18.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. From the red zone now, Haskins on first down. That is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
First down.
They'll run with Peterson. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends.
Pick me up. Here we go. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Check. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Check, check.
They'll run for it with Peterson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Adrian Peterson. As the first half is winding down.
And Washington has tied the ball game with the extra point still to come.
And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy.
6-6.
So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away.
Fielded near the back of the end zone.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles have taken the lead. So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get.
56. 82, 82. 56.
To throw is Wentz. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. This one's caught. And it stretches their lead up to 8.
Washington 6. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
Will take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he returns this to the 22.
Deshaun Jackson on the ring. Return. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
3 yards to go on second down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. Another run with Sanders. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or two.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and inches.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
He was taken down.
A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
3 on the play.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Snap coming at 1. Now Wentz. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down.
It's 2nd down.
To at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
3rd down.
Wentz on 3rd down. And he connects with Ertz. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. They go back to the ground with Sanders. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
The Eagle ball carrier.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They'll go again with Sanders. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
He's brought down.
In third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you stop the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Miles Sanders, the ball carrier. He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
If you know, you know. That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run with Sanders. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming.
4 yards. It's now 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a two-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
And Gibson decides against bringing it out.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
10 yards.
Decent start to the drive there. Of course, they need the touchdown, two-point conversion, and a field goal.
Yeah, those guys are into it. How about the guys on the sidelines? You see the coaches signaling, all the personnel groups up on the sideline ready to go in and out of the game. They've got to condense their time now in order to try and get back into it.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Throwing now, Haskins on first down. And that's complete. It's Sims. 3 yards the gain there, second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Now Haskins on first down. Open man is Quinn. He completes it. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
Out of bounds at the 45.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
And he has another first down as they get the ball down to the Eagles' 31-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Throwing again, here's Haskins. That's complete to his tight end, Sprinkle. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
To Jeremy Sprinkle.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. Again, it's Haskins. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal.
A 4-yard gain.
They try again with Peterson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Adrian Peterson. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And Washington able to make this a close game again. Certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. Now it's Haskins. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal.
Washington 14.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Another run here with Sanders. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Back to throw. Wentz. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Here's Cameron Johnston now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
Their own 33-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Vinny Curry, the defensive end, got there off the edge.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On play action, Haskins. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th
down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
You got time. You got time. You got time.
They'll try and throw for it with Haskins. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner Darius Slay. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
Washington 14. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And Gibson decides against bringing it out.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yeah, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Haskins hit, and he lost the football. And this will be recovered by the offense, but it will be of little importance now as time has expired here in this first half. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Eagles, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the LA Rams. Meanwhile, for Washington, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.